Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Najmi bin Muhammad and I would like to present my group member with Muhammad Hafiz bin Razali, Arabiatul Adwiyah binti Shuaib and Nur Syakira Zahra binti Cik Abdul Aziz. We are from group 5 who would like to present on the effect of different rate major element on quality of tuber. We would like to choose cassava as our plant, experimental plant. Okay, next. Okay, as introduction, okay, worldwide cassava is the most important food crop after cereal, wheat, rice, and maize, and it is a high yielding crop. It is a cheap source of energy due to its large carbohydrate content, as well as containing vitamin B and C and minerals. Because of their high potassium requirement than other vegetable crop, potassium is essential for synthesis of sugar and starch, and for translocation of carbohydrate is also important in maintaining the vigor of the plant. Among the major nutrients, potassium, okay, not only improve yield but also improve quality parameters. Field experiments were conducted to assess the comparative effect of sources and rate of potassium fertilizer on the cassava weight and size on a, in a pit soil. There are 25 polybags of cassava will plant, which every polybag have 15 kilogram of peat soil and different treatment in terms of potassium fertilizer rate. We will observe in terms of diameter and weight of the cassava. Okay, next. The objective of this experiment is to determine the best rate of potassium fertilizer for cassava tuber growth, to observe and measure the diameter and weight of tuber based on the amount of fertilizer applied. The third is the best rate of fertilizer application will result in a high and best growth of cassava. Next. The hypothesis of experiment is the recommended potassium fertilizer is the treatment 5 with the application of 200 gram per polybag, and the size in centimeter of the cassava increase, also the weight of also increase. Okay, next. This is our treatment in our experiment, which we will have 5 different treatment which as below. The first treatment is no fertilizer application as act as the control. Second treatment is 50 gram per plant. Third treatment 100 gram per plant. Fourth treatment 150 gram per plant, and the last treatment with the treatment 5 is 200 gram per plant. Next. Okay, this is the level of and the number of factor which we have. The single factor. The factor is the potassium itself, which is the fertilizer rate, and the level is the treatment. First is 0 gram, 50 gram, 100 gram, 150 gram, and 200 gram. Okay, next. The variable in this experimental experiment is the first is the constant variable is the type of soil used, type of varieties, and the size of polybag. Second is the manipulate variable, which is we control the rate of potassium fertilizer that we apply in the polybag. The third is measurable variable, which is the response variable, which is the size of tuber and the weight of tuber as the cassava yield. Okay, this is our experimental unit. Our experimental unit in this experiment project is the cassava itself, which we measure the size and the weight of the cassava. The sampling unit is the cassava tuber weight and diameter. In every replicant or replication is treatment, one sampling unit will be taken for measuring and data collection purpose. Okay, next. This is our replication. We're planning to have 5 replication for every treatment in order to reduce bias in every treatment. We are comparing the five treatment of the cassava with the different rate of potassium fertilizer. As we can see the table below, we have 5 treatment and 5 replication. So the total we will have 25 polybag or 25 cassava plant. Next. Okay, that's all from our presentation on experimental project. Okay, thank you.